Before we get into today's episode of United Pro Entertainment Showcase, let's take a quick look back at episode 1. We kick things off with Aaron Berry going one-on-one with Draco Nix in an exciting opener, followed by Joey Osborne taking on Bryce Maddox in a physical main event that closed out the first episode. But now, it's time for episode 2. Up first, Flyin Fro collides with Daniel Starling in what promises to be an entertaining matchup. Then, in our main event, Jon Davis goes head-to-head with Brian Brock in a battle that many are calling an early match of the year contender. It's one of the hardest hitting matches in United Pro history, and you won't want to miss a second of it. Let's get right into episode 2.
United Wrestle!
The next match is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Introducing first.
Gotta love our ring announcer, Cheyenne Michaels. Welcome back to United Pro. Jonathan Wells alongside Carson Case. And we're getting ready for a matchup that pits two guys together that couldn't be any more different. We're talking about the King of Florida, they call him, Daniel Starling, taking on Flyin Fro. Flyin Fro, a guy who loves to have a good time. He's a former world champion elsewhere, but he's talking about a guy that loves the people. He loves to have a great time, and you're going to see that in a moment against a guy named Daniel Starling, who is about to come out now, who is no nonsense. If there's one thing in this business Daniel Starling says he doesn't like, it's somebody like Flyin Fro. And he's going to get a chance to shut him up right here tonight. He calls himself the best pure professional wrestler, the King of Florida. He's trying to rebuild independent professional wrestling. He said if you want to see that happen, look no further than me. That's Daniel Starling making his way to the ring right now. One thing I do like about Daniel Starling, he's an old school technician of the game. And he's going to get a chance to show it here tonight.
And his opponent.
And here comes a guy that the people love, third generation. He's the Coastal Empire heavyweight champion. He says he's 6'2" if you include the Fro. Here's Flyin Fro. Talk about a guy that never quits, never gives up. He's the ultimate underdog. Every time he steps in the ring, but he finds a way to get it done. Carson, tell me what you know about Flyin Fro.
He's got an afro, and he loves to leave his feet. So, the maths. I think he's exactly the man he describes himself to be. He's telling you exactly what you're gonna see. I'm rhyming way too much for the beginning of this match. Daniel Starling, though, is someone who's hard to explain. He's a man of many things, but one thing is he loves to torture people. He loves to take apart every joint he can get his hands on. He salivates for the moment, and you're going to see that natural God-given wrestling ability tonight.
But he especially loves to torture people like Flyin Fro.
Well, he takes this very seriously, and he feels people like the Flyin Fro don't take this business seriously. They do not take the sport of professional wrestling seriously. He takes it personal.
All because Flyin Fro loves the people and loves to be inside those ropes. And I tell you what, Flyin Fro says he's 6'2" with the Fro. I mean, what do you think about that?
That's really tall. Do you think he has to let it out for when he gets his ID picture taken?
I mean, he may. I don't know.
I mean, that's a little bit of fraudulent height,
Shades of Carlito here. Collar and elbow tie up, and that technical background, you already see it coming from Daniel Starling. Takes him to the mat, works him back up to his feet, and takes him to the corner.
Look at the control he has in a collar and elbow tie-up. Took him to his shoulders, to his back, and brought him back up, drove him to the corner.
Then just taps him on the chest there to let him know, hey, I'm in control here.
While I understand the methods of Daniel Starling, I don't quite agree with it. There's nothing wrong with having a little bit of fun in there as long as you're focused. Everybody's got a little bit of personality to them, a little bit of character. Everybody's different, but Daniel doesn't see it that way. He sees it as a spit in the face.
Flyin Fro ducks under, goes behind, and look at this. Now Starling has the arm, and look at the power here from Starling. But wait a minute, Flyin Fro with a daggum deep arm drag there, and another, and he controls the arm now.
Flyin Fro having a little bit of fun while he's in there.
And Starling trying to work himself back to a vertical base quickly here. And he's going to work the Fro into the ropes. And now the official with the count there. And right at the last second, a little cheap shot from Starling as he shoots the Fro off. Ducks under the clothesline, drop kick. And there's that aerial assault that you talked about. He doesn't stay on his feet often.
No, he does not. It's crazy. When he walked in here, I saw his shoulder blades. I didn't see wings. I said, buddy, how are you flying? He said, it's the Fro. It's aerodynamic. I defy the laws of physics, and you'll see it later tonight. And he's proven me wrong.
I'll tell you what. Look at this springboard.
Oh my God!
Right off the face.
Well
and now working
planted.
him right back up to his feet here. Starling not done yet. And look at this. Got him by the chest and a somewhat of a choke slam there. But he had him more by the chest. Nonetheless, big impact and a 2 count.
I don't think there was really a technique put into thought there with that somewhat choke slam going down to one. I think he was just wanting to drive him any way he could down into that mat, trying to ground him, if you will.
He just lowered the knee brace and then drops the knee right across the face.
But see, look here at Daniel Starling,
Yeah.
a man who talks about taking this seriously. You're seeing a little bit of comedicness from him. If you're going to preach serious, then be serious. Stop with the showboating. A back chop, that right there was sending a message. That right there was ugly. There was nothing sportsmanlike about it.
I can tell you this, Daniel Starling, a 7-year pro. He knows what he's doing inside the ropes, but sometimes I think that ego can get the best of him. And we showed it a moment ago, and now, oh, look at that.
The
a little
throat chop
to the throat. Don't let the Flyin Fro.
Oh, no! With his back to the referee.
Come on, official.
Referee telling him, I'm not going to let that happen too many more times.
And elbow now, forearm, to the back.
Daniel's got to be careful not to get disqualified in here. Not the way you want to start your career off here with a loss.
Oh, and you hear the impact there. Bouncing him off the ropes and giving him a stiff forearm to the back. Here comes another one. Listen to the impact. Don't let the Flyin Fro fool you, though. I was talking about it a moment ago. He's a 2024 he was part of the 2024 Georgia History Backbreaker. Goodness, Georgia History Match of the Year and Feud of the Year. And now bringing his talents to United Pro.
There's that joint manipulation there by Daniel Starling, just attacking the limb.
He's almost got that arm hyper extended here. And now Flyin Fro grabbing the rope.
Oh my God.
And Starling not going to let him go that easy. Kick to the midsection.
Too many more of those, and Flyin Fro's going to look like a one-winged duck trying to fly.
Oh, and a knife edge chop. Daniel Starling now, Irish whip, reversed by the Flyin Fro. Fro trying to run at him. Starling catching him in mid. What power from Starling, and now throws him into the corner. Almost shades of an exploder suplex, but he had hands on the midsection there. Just an overhead throw.
Almost looked like he didn't know what he wanted to do and just decided, screw it, you're going.
Was it that, or was it just him just manhandling the Flyin Fro?
No doubt on the manhandling of the Fro, but almost a slight hesitation, maybe not what he wanted to, what he intended to do, but he made it work and he made it effective.
And look at Starling just
He's
toying with Fro.
Like
and now
a
talking
cat and
trash to
mouse.
him, pointing to the crowd, telling them, hey, look it, this is the guy you like.
Almost like a cat and mouse mentality
minute.
here, just playing with
Here
his
comes
food
Fro
before
now
he kills.
with some right hands. Big rights, 4, 5, 6, and now rolling it up here. Looking for a big atomic elbow. And it's got Starling staggering all over the ring here. And now the throw.
A tornado DDT.
Whoa!
What here?
Springboard.
From post to post, coast to coast goes the Flyin Fro.
Quick cover. 2. No. And Starling got the shoulder up at the last second.
That was the longest DDT I have ever seen. Normally they are planted in place. That one went all the way across the ring.
I'll tell you what, the Flyin Fro in complete control right now of this match. It's been Starling up to this point. Oh no, Flyin Fro says he's going up top.
He could be putting it away here.
Oh, wait a minute.
Too much life
man.
in Starling.
Kip up. Starling with a leaping forearm in the corner there.
What does he have in mind?
Oh,
Nothing good comes from 2 men on the top rope.
Up to the second rope now.
He's got that front face lock guillotine here, hooking that arm.
Perhaps a superplex. Is he finna superplex?
He does!
Big time. Middle of the ring, and that's got to do it. That's got to be it.
A little damage had to have been dished there to Daniel Starling.
And no, Flyin Fro will not quit.
That superplex off the top there, that is not a move that it goes one way. Everybody's getting affected by this.
You talked about Flyin Fro being an underdog. He's definitely been an underdog in this match tonight, and he will not quit. Just refusing to quit here. He's taking all the punishment.
Look at Starling removing that wrist tape, maybe a sign of I'm done playing games. We're taking the gloves off, we're taking the tape off, the knee pads are lowered. It's game time.
Oh, wait a minute. He threw it in the crowd. Crowd threw it back. Running forearm to the back of the head. And now here, making a mistake now. He should have went for the cover there. Making a big mistake. I think he might have had Fro beat there, and he's trying to add insult to injury here. Gut wrench. And he's holding him up. What in the world is this? And look at the power here. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Fro trying to get off the backside. Rolls him up. Cover. 2, 3. Fro got him. Fro got him. And I told you he made a mistake. He should have went for the cover. And Daniel Starling cannot believe it. The Flyin Fro just stole one. I think Daniel Starling is beyond upset here as he looks over at the Fro celebrate. I honestly believe Daniel Starling had the match won. He just didn't finish him when he had the chance. Nonetheless, what a win for the Flyin Fro. Yeah, Daniel Starling not happy, and now he's giving it to the official in the entranceway here. And you talk about power. You talk about size. Look no further than these two guys right here, and two guys that love a good fight. Making the people wait.
I'm waiting for Phil Collins to pop up because you can certainly feel it in the air tonight.
Here it comes, man. Buckshot Brian Brock. And how ironic is it? Here we are in the Axes and A's Bar and Lounge, and this guy, a barroom brawler.
Two Florida boys who are fixing to bring that fight
Watch
to
out,
Georgia.
Cheyenne. Brian Brock about taking out our ring announcer. He's so fired up, he's ready for this. This is a guy that is a ranch hand. He works on a farm. He's from the South. He likes to beat people up for extra money. Just for the fun of it.
I mean, he knows there's other hobbies, right?
Yeah, you would think. But how about this guy? You talk about a legend of United Pro from the original days to now. That dude is Jon Davis.
Going on 24 plus years of picking people up and putting them down. Violence. And you're about to see it right here, right now. I don't care how many times you can see this man compete. Every single time you leave satisfied knowing you saw the fight of a life.
Well, listen, he's a grizzled prize fighter. And he can beat you multiple ways. That's what's so dangerous about that dude, Jon Davis. And we're about to see him in action. And here's the thing. You don't see many guys that can stand up toe-to-toe size-wise with Jon Davis. Well, there's one in the ring tonight, and we're about to see him flash.
I don't even know if this ring is prepared to handle the weight of all the violence that is fixing to be in that ring.
Jon Davis, when I spoke to him, he said...
Wait. Did you see that?
A little bit of interaction there. Is that Lance Alante?
That is Lance Alante, front row. A little bit of a moment there. Those two having a history. I'm wondering if we're going to see that come back to life, that rivalry.
Not only that, but we heard earlier that Lance Alante's coming back. He's got to face Jon Davis at the Championship Rumble on May 31st. And maybe Jon Davis won't get distracted by the presence of Lance Alante at ringside here.
I don't think so, but I think there was an entire conversation in that 3 seconds that we just saw John pause and lock eyes with Lance Alante.
Tell you what, back when I was still a wrestler myself, before I came to this broadcast desk, I was on a lot of shows with Jon Davis. Never had the pleasure to share the ring with him, and I'm thankful for that.
I have shared the ring with him, and it is very ugly, very fast. And at the end of it, you're just thankful that you're still breathing.
Here we go. Two former heavyweight champs in their own right. Going to square off here in the middle of the ring. Just two guys that like to fight. And here we go. Wasting no time. I want to see who gets the better out of this. Neither one of them there. They just break it.
A stalemate there. I'm interested to see the sign of respect showing so early. This is not the first time we've seen these two competitors. It is in United Pro, but not in their careers. These two have gone toe-to-toe several times before, so maybe that's why you're seeing that respect. I'm interested to see if that respect maintains by the end of it.
Absolutely. Jon Davis now takes a headlock here on Brian Brock. Brock going to pull him back into the ropes, shoots him off.
See there? That right there was, I've worked with this man before. I have shared the ring. I have gone toe-to-toe, and I know what to expect.
Yeah, you know what's coming there. It's just two veterans here, squaring off. Two big veterans. Jon Davis now.
A lot of telegraphing.
Yeah, he avoided the collar and elbow tie up there, went immediately to the arm now, and looks to, just right over his shoulder there.
Hear that snap down.
Absolutely. You see that elbow.
Jon is not about wasted motions and movements. Every little thing he does, if it's the way he grabs your finger or the way he tackles you, every single one of those things is in the long game.
Absolutely. Now Jon Davis going to push him back into the corner here. And here's another time we'll get to see if that sportsmanship sticks here. Four count, and it does.
It does.
Davis breaks off, and now we're back to square one again with these two bulls.
I I doubt we're going to see these men stop anytime soon. You're going to see locking horns throughout this entire match.
Here we go.
Oh, a little bit of agility.
Nice drop toe hold there by the big man Brock, trying to get the head, but Davis gets the arm instead. And we know the technical background of both of these guys, and they're showing it here early on.
I think that's what makes them that much more dangerous is you already have their size playing a factor, but then you throw in the speed, the agility, and then their technical abilities. Not a combination God ever intended for one human being to have.
Absolutely
let alone
not.
two.
Back into the corner now, and Brock breaks the count there at 4. Clean break in the corner, and the sportsmanship continues here early on.
A little bit of anything you can do, I can do better there. Saying, turn it up a little bit. Give me what you got.
I'll tell you what, there's nobody in United Pro, in the history of United Pro, whether it be back in 2012 to 2017 or now, that has more aura than Jon Davis.
I was about to say, a wise man once said, there is a difference between effort and aura, and Jon Davis reeks of aura. He actually has 3 bags, one for his clothes, one for his gear, one for championships. He forgot the one to bring the aura, so he's only got what you see in the ring tonight, and it's still too much.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's plenty. And another stalemate there. Both guys going for a shoulder tackle. Neither man will go down. And just a slow, methodical start to this match. Looking for another collar and elbow tie-up, and we got it. Davis takes the head. It's been an easy job thus far for referee Clark here in this contest.
Just trying to stay out of the way, honestly. What can you do? Are you going to separate those two behemoths?
Quick punches to the midsection there, shoots off Davis.
Oh my God!
A big shoulder tackle from Brock, and Davis rolls to the corner, looking a little stunned here.
For people that know Jon Davis, know to see him leave his feet with velocity like that says something about the competitor Brian Brock.
But you look at the look on Jon Davis's face right now. He said, hey, all right, I get it now. Time to lock in. Crowd getting into the match now.
I was going to say the crowd certainly has picked out their favorite, and that dude, Jon Davis.
Another headlock now. Now Davis going to shoot Brock off. Goes for the drop down.
Oh, a
and Brock
successful.
trips. Davis hits the ropes.
There it is.
Time. Taking advantage. That's the veteran instincts of Jon Davis there.
Off his balance and prone to being taken down. There is more than one way to skin a animal.
Jon Davis with the pancake there. And when Brian Brock tried to leap over, he didn't get enough there. Hits the mat. And Davis wastes no time hitting the ropes and a shoulder tackle to get on the offense. Back to a collar and elbow tie up now. Davis going to push Brock into the ropes, trying to get that arm inside to break the lock. And Brock going to shove him off. Here we go, a little frustration. Whoa,
inside of that knee
leg kick there, waking him up a little perhaps.
I was about to say I'm interested to see that we've stayed with grappling and no strikes, but it appears we're going to interrupt to the next level.
And they're just jawing at each other in there too. You see them jawing at each other. Another collar and elbow tie up.
Maybe Brian woke something up in the veteran Jon Davis, and now he's trying to get him to wake up. There it is.
Forearm to the face. Jon Davis said, I felt it. Have one of these. Gives it right back. And now these two bulls exchanging forearms to the face. Oh, and a knife edge chop. And looks like Davis rearing up for one of his own, and he does. And you're talking about just two big fellas exchanging haymakers here.
Size meets technique.
Kick to the midsection now. Brock gonna take over, taking him to the corner. Now, knees into the midsection. Brock, three of them. Now, snapmare takeover. Brings him down, drops the elbow. Let's see if he goes for a cover early. He does.
Oh,
Davis kicks out for the count.
Didn't even get a one. You know what they say? If you can't beat them with your kick them or something. But that's exactly what we're seeing from Brian Brock here. You're starting to see the grip slip a little bit there, and we saw the aggression come out of forget going toe-to-toe, forget trying to grapple, I'm just going to try to hurt you.
Absolutely, and great job there by Brian Brock after the quick kick out to get right back on the offense there, putting him in a submission maneuver. And now Jon Davis works back up to his feet, and Brock just knocks him back down, elbow to the back of the head. And now, gonna shoot him off here. Jon Davis takes another back elbow.
Brian Brock sticking to the head and neck, working those things.
And now a knee drop to the face. Another cover here, and he got one that time.
Brian Brock here has absolutely scouted Jon Davis in their past bouts, and clearly knowing Jon Davis is about picking people up and putting them back down. And if your equilibrium's off, you're not able to do that, you're off balance, you're prone to getting picked up and put down yourself, and Brian apparently knows that, why we're seeing him work that head and neck area.
Here comes Brian Brock now, got in a modified Rings of Saturn here. Submission hold. One thing you will rarely see Jon Davis do is tap out, but maybe that's not the point of this maneuver. Maybe it's to wear him down.
Make him prone to something else.
Oh, and Jon Davis works to his feet.
A lot of strength left to Jon Davis.
Headbutt now to Brock. Staggers him to the corner.
Jon is not the biggest in that ring. But do not let his size fool you. It is not all about size. It is about technique, and Jon Davis is one that has mastered his technique.
Oh, big body slam, showing the power. Look at him with the flex.
Jon Davis usually does this body slam in threes. Are we going to see that?
Oh, and a kick to the back, and you heard it, the impact. And Brock now trying to work back up to a vertical base. And Jon Davis with a stiff forearm. Funny what, you can hear about every shot here. Now Brock with the reversal, quick clothesline in the corner, and cuts Davis's momentum off.
Not even enough time to register where he was before. He was eating a clothesline.
Another cover here.
A two. He went from barely even, not even getting a 1 to a 2. The damage is taking its toll.
He's wearing Davis down and goes right back into another submission hold here, just trying to suck the life, the air out of the grizzled veteran Jon Davis.
Just wrapping that behemoth of an arm around the jugular, squeezing, sucking the oxygen out of the brain. You can only imagine the pain and suffering Jon Davis is in right now.
Davis trying to work back up again. Every time he has to work back up to a vertical base like that, that's draining the energy out of Jon Davis. And now Davis with an elbow, back suplex, got it. Both men down.
Jon's got to use this time right now. It's like swatting a mosquito. If you don't nail him, you better keep an eye on him because he's coming back around. Jon needs to be ready. He needs to catch his breath, get a second win, get his game plan and his strategy back together, and stay on Brock.
And you can see that's what he's trying to do, get his gas back, but he waited a little too long. Gave Brock time to get his back, and just a nice drop toe hold or pulled him into the middle turnbuckle.
It looked like he grabbed a handful of that singlet, snatching him jaw first into that middle turnbuckle.
Spoke to Jon Davis, and and a suplex there. Almost a snap suplex of sorts. A cover, 2, and Davis kicks out, stays alive. We know Jon Davis is a former United Pro champion. I spoke to him earlier today, and that's what he's trying to get back to. He's trying to get back to that World Championship and that championship rumble on May 31st.
I have seen many a championships run from Jon Davis. None of them saw the end. I can promise you, anytime that man has set his eyes on a prize, sooner or later, usually sooner, his name ends up on the nameplate.
Oh, and a big forearm there. You heard the impact. And now Brock gives him one back. Exchanging blows here. Late in this match, overhand chop.
I've noticed a lot of competitors, all competitors have their signature maneuver that guarantees them a victory. Jon Davis is not one of those guys. He doesn't have a signature thing. It's just violence. He can put you down with anything. That's what makes him deadly.
Now you talk about exchanging blows, being physical. These two guys taking each other to the limit. Reverses here. Brock with a kick to the chest. And now a spinning kick to the chest. Goes for the roundhouse, misses, and Seguri.
Jon Davis, he's got his momentum. He's fired up. He's not going to. He's going to deadlift.
No, not the deadlift. German got it. Deadlift German at this stage in the match. Unheard of by Jon Davis. Especially against a man the size of Brian Brock.
It's not about size. It's about technique, brother.
That's one of the patented moves in the arsenal of Jon Davis. And Brian Brock is down right now. He's trying to figure out where he's at.
I think both men are experiencing a little bit of amnesia right now with what's going on. Maybe both of them taking their time, knowing they've got to the count of 9 to make it back to the feet and using that time wisely. That's that veteran instinct that not many people have.
This is the first time during this match tonight that Jon Davis has actually got time to breathe. And he's trying to get back on the offense now as he reaches back, grabs Brian Brock.
Might be setting up for that patented brain buster here. He's put many a man away with this maneuver. Can we see it here? That's a lot of man to get up.
Oh no, Brock reverses here. Davis down the back, looks to shoot him into the corner. Big boot. Brock staggers away. Davis ducks under, runs him off the ropes here. Brock holds on. Davis runs back.
Spine buster!
And Jon Davis fired up. You see the look in his eyes. That's the look of the 2017 United Pro champion, Jon Davis.
Like I said, when he sets his eyes on something, there's no stopping him. You better kill him. You better stop him, because if it's up to him, there ain't no quit in that dude.
Dang, 2 big moves out of the arsenal of Jon Davis, and Brian Brock just won't go away here. Continuing to fight, and runs in there with a boot. Didn't get all of it.
I think it did enough damage.
Oh, wait a minute. Davis with a running drop kick into the corner. And now, looking for it. Got him on jackhammer. The cover. 2. No, and a kick out.
No, that was 3.
It looked like it for a moment, but the official said it was 2.
If it wasn't for the referee holding up a 2, I wouldn't believe it. That right there was 2 7/8, and if you don't know, that's almost 3.
And you can believe the referee. That's one of the best in the business.
Referee of the year.
Clark De Benedetto, De Benedetto.
It's a tongue twister.
I'm telling you, isn't it? Man's been refereeing matches all over the place, and now he's right here in the middle of one that doesn't seem like it's ending anytime soon. These 2 guys won't quit.
They've got to put. Somebody's got to win here. They've got to put this away. This is going too far.
Brian Brock down to a knee, and now Jon Davis forearm to the back, trying to wear him down so that he can get him up. Gets him back up to his feet here. Jon Davis trying. He didn't have enough left. Brown back body drop. A reversal.
Did you see as he hit the mat, he left the mat again? What velocity from Brian Brock.
Brian Brock, power slam. Now immediately into the ropes. Senton.
Oh, did you hear the agony?
All the life sucked out of Jon Davis. No. Shoulder up at the last second. And Brian Brock's got a look on his face like, what have I got to do? What's it going to take?
These are questions that I have no answers for. I don't even want to try to think about it. I've already seen enough violence. I don't want to think about it anymore.
I'm telling you, talk about a power slam into a senton when you're a man Brian Brock's size. And now perhaps, maybe, looking for that lariat. Looking for that lariat. Here he goes, and Jon Davis doesn't have the strength to even stand up here.
I don't know if I recall a time of seeing Jon Davis unable to stand. Brian Brock picking him up.
He's going to try it here. The lariat, looking for it, blocked. Davis with a spinning forearm, and now grabs the waist. And another one. He knows that lariat's coming. Jon Davis stopping it before he can get the momentum. Hits the ropes, and there's a forearm into the corner. Or excuse me, into the ropes. And he tries to come out and get him. Brock caught him.
Saito suplex.
And look at Jon Davis.
He's stalking him. Another.
Davis now teeing him up here. Both of them throw a boot. Both of them throw a clothesline. What's it going to take? Davis falls on the
lariat from Jon Davis.
He hit him with the lariat. 2, 3, got it. He's still that dude. What a match. You talk about 2 bulls colliding, and that's what we just witnessed here tonight. 2 former world champions Two guys that just love to fight. They love contact. And I'll tell you what, on this night, it could have went either way. But Jon Davis proving tonight why he is that dude and how he's got those sights set on the new United Pro Heavyweight Championship.
Absolutely. I think next time these two are going to wrestle again, there needs to be a waiver and an age limit because that was insane.
Jon Davis victorious tonight. Will he be the next United Pro Heavyweight Champion of the world? We'll find out on May 31st. Wait a minute here. Jon Davis telling Brian Brock perhaps that show of sportsmanship we saw at the beginning of this match, does it hold true here?
I don't need music. I might need a doctor.
Jon Davis said no music, he might need a doctor.
All I want to say is this iteration, United Wrestle, is competition based. And I will be damned if I find better competition anytime soon than Buckshot Flying Fro.
What a statement. And the sportsmanship continues. The handshake in the middle of the ring. What a match by these two bulls. Look at here. Oh, a little confrontation. Jon Davis and Lance Alante. They're going to square off on May 31st. And Jon Davis putting the straps down. He might want to do it tonight.
This rivalry goes back a long time, and it looks like it's heating back up
Yeah,
again.
here comes the owner of United Pro.
Jon
Kevin
Davis saying,
Cantrell.
I'm here right now. Let's go. Get in here. I'm not waiting.
Talk about a rivalry renewed. Jon Davis and Lance Alante. Who'd have thought we'd ever see that again? And Lance Alante not happy here. But this is going to be settled in 2 months' time. On May 31st, these two guys square off that United Pro Championship Rumble.
Jon Davis saying you're getting hands in May. No friendships, just championships.
I'm telling you what, I thought we were ready for our next contest, and then this happens.
Everything is on the line as Bryce Cannon takes on Hunter James. The winner earns the coveted number 20 entry in the Championship Rumble, while the loser is forced to start it all from number 1. Who will gain the advantage? Find out in the next episode.